Hello friends, my name is Shriprakash Singh and welcome back to our channel BI and datascience.com. In today's video, we are going to talk about a guaranteed step-by-step roadmap to become a data or a business analyst in 2025. This is not going to be a generic video on career in field of AI, analytics or data science. I am not going to talk about different kind of career options there, what they do and what is best for you, because if you want to understand more in detail about what are different kind of career options, what is best for you, what are their job responsibilities, what do they do, then go and watch this video where I have comprehensively covered different careers in field of AI, analytics and data science. Today's video is going to be laser focused on a step-by-step guide to become a data analyst or business analyst. What I will be covering are the 10 essential skills that you need to master to become a data or business analyst. I'll also cover how do you acquire these skills and what is the needed time frame. In the end, I'll share one secret job hunting technique that will enable you to land your dream job before the end of 2025. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back after a very short 10 seconds intro. Question that would come to your mind is, why should I watch this video? Because if you go and type roadmap to be a data analyst or business analyst in 2025, you'll get many videos. Here is my proposition. You spend 15 minutes of your lifetime watching this video till the end and you can decide yourself. The good news is this is the best time to start your career as data analyst or business analyst. Why? Because the opportunity and potential is huge. But at the same time, not so good news is the entry barrier has gone up. Because with the advent of all the AI tools like Tableau GPT and agentic AI model and the hunt for productivity gain, is making entry in this job tougher, and with time it will continue to become more difficult. So if you are determined and focused, now is the time. So let's dive in. What are the 10 skills that you should master to be a data analyst? So on spot 10 we have Excel. Now Excel is the most widely used tool by data analysts and data scientists. In Excel you should be very comfortable dealing with large number of rows and columns. You should be comfortable filtering using advanced filters, conditional formatting, and basic Excel functions. At the same time, you should also be comfortable aggregating and summarizing the data using pivot tables, slicers. You should also have a good hands-on on creating complex chart or stack charts or different kind of visualizations or dashboards in Excel. At the same time, if you know how to use advanced tool packs like data analysis tool pack or some hands-on VBA automation, you have an edge. Friends, if you want me to make a video on key essential skills in Excel for business analysts, type Excel in the comment. Number 9, SQL or SQL. Often you will need to fetch data from relational database and you will need to write SQL queries to fetch that data. You should be comfortable with all the select clause in SQL, filtering rows, columns, joins, filtering, advanced filtering, grouping, and also writing some sophisticated queries using sub-queries and nested queries. If you want to be proficient in writing SQL queries and you want to understand the conceptual understanding behind how the queries run, watch this video series. On number 8, we have statistics. As an analyst, you will be dealing with large amount of data. So to make sense out of data, you will need to have understanding of key statistical concepts behind measures of central tendency like mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance, correlation, and also the idea behind probability, random variable, distributions, hypothesis testing. Knowing statistics helps you interpret the data, run A/B tests, and make data-driven decisions. If you want to understand the statistical concepts in detail at a conceptual level, I recommend you watch this video series. 7, Python. In the age of AI, you don't have to be an expert programmer, but you need understanding about the logic of programming, the syntax of the language, and the ability to tweak or debug the code. Within Python, you should be comfortable doing data manipulation, some common visualization libraries like matplotlib, seaborn, or plotly. I've made a comprehensive series covering basic concepts about programming and mastering Python. You can watch this video series. Number 6, visualization tools. As a good analyst, you should have a good understanding of visualization tool like Tableau, Power BI, ClickSense, or Looker. If your client is working in GCP environment, they will be using Looker. And if they are working in AWS environment, they would be using ClickSense. If they are in Azure, they will be using Power BI. And Tableau is used widely in industry. So if you want to learn one dashboard tool, I would recommend download the free version of Tableau and practice and master. If you want me to make a video on Tableau, type dashboards in the comment. Number 5, we have communication and presentation skills. As an analyst, you are the bridge between the business and decision making. Often, you need to understand the business problem, translate into a problem statement, figure out what statistical method, kind of data analysis, or what kind of data insights can be collected from different dashboards, come up with a recommendation, and then translate back that recommendation in a business easy to understand language. And all of this requires you to be a very good communicator, both written and verbal. One other important aspect of communication is you should have the ability to tailor your communication according to the audience. So when you are explaining something to your colleague, you can use technical language. When you are explaining it to your manager, you use a different language, versus when you are presenting it to the higher management, you have to tailor your speech accordingly. Number 4, we have the storytelling with data skills. This is the differentiator. AI can analyze the data, but it cannot connect the insights to the real world value. If you can communicate the insights in a convincing story, if you are able to influence your stakeholders to make decisions based on that insights, that's the differentiator. On number 3, we have analytical and critical thinking, or a problem solving mindset. Having analytical thinking is a relatively difficult skill to acquire, but still is a learnable. There are some well established framework that you can use to develop critical thinking, like the 5 whys, doing a root cause analysis, the fishbone approach, SWOT analysis, pestle approach, the first principle thinking. So these are some common management procedures to come up with a structured way of analyzing a problem or approaching a problem statement. In real life situation, you can apply these frameworks, but the ability to come up with a problem solving or the right kind of data analysis that is needed for that problem solving is the fundamental skill that you need to develop. If we get 500 likes on this video, we'll make a series on analytical and critical thinking. Number 2, we have hands-on case studies or GitHub project portfolio. So having a strong portfolio speaks much louder than certifications. I recommend having at least 3 to 5 real case problem statement, and you can use AI or ChatGPT to give you some case studies and also give you the sources where you can download the sample data set. You can download it from university sites or websites like Kaggle. I would say pick at least 3 domains. For example, you can pick consumer business, healthcare, or finance domain, or banking domain, and you can come up with 1 or 2 use cases in all these domains. Build nice dashboards with the key KPIs and metrics in these domains and build your GitHub portfolio. You can create a free website, upload all your dashboards there, or you can have GitHub repositories that you can share with the interviewers or managers when you are during your job hunt process. Once we reach 1000 likes on this video, we'll make 3 hands-on projects with GitHub repositories. On number 1, we have networking. This is a secret that I'm going to reveal, and not many people use this. You have a very powerful tool in your hand, and that is social media. You're watching YouTube, but for professional network, you have LinkedIn. Here is my secret guide to you. Make a list of 15 to 20 companies where you want to work. On LinkedIn, you can type in the company name and then you can find the key people. You can also filter by designation. So you type the company name and you type the titles And then you try to find people who are like VP of data or VP of data science or analytics, director or manager in analytics or data science. Also find the CMO and CTO of those companies. For example, if you are finding 5 people for one company and you have 20 companies, so you'll have list of at least 100 people. Now go ahead and start following these 100 people on a weekly basis. When you go on your LinkedIn, because you are following these 100 people, it's very likely you will see post from one of these 100 people. Go ahead, engage with their posts. So you read the post, distill the information. You can use ChatGPT to come up with some very intuitive and relevant comments, and you try to at least reply one or two posts in a week to all these 100 people whom you are following. This way there are two advantages. One, your face will become familiar, so by chance when you are getting interviewed in those company, people will recognize you. Even if that's not the case, you will learn the thinking, the personality, and also what is on the mind of these leaders. And most of the time, because the people who are interviewing you are basically the team members of these leaders, and they will have a similar mental attitude or a mindset about their leaders, you can come up with more to the point answers to the case study and those kind of questions. So hard skills like SQL, Python, SQL, you have already learned them. By networking on LinkedIn and following these people, you will have a very good idea around the soft skills. Following these people on LinkedIn, reading their post, replying their post will also increase your soft skills and understanding around problem solving or in critical thinking areas. Now you know the top 10 skills that are needed to be a business analyst or data analyst. Question comes in what order you should study them and how much time it will take. So our team has comprehensively built a complete roadmap with a month by month breakdown of the key skills that you need to learn in the roadmap document. You can go ahead and download the roadmap from the link in the description. Here I'm going to quickly show you the 2 pages from that roadmap document that will give you an idea of how much time it will take to master these skills. You will see we have a 12 to 15 months plan. 12 to 15-month plan is based on how much time, effort and commitment you are putting every week. So if you are trying to learn all these skills on the side along with another job, you will not be able to put a lot of time. So then if you are putting just 6 to 7 hours a week, then it will take around 12 to 15 months to make the transition. Also depends on what's your current level of knowledge. Like if you already are familiar with SQL, Excel, Python, and you just want to learn the advanced skills, you can do it faster, right? Your actual journey will depend on your current skill sets and the effort that you commit to put every week. If you are actively upskilling, you can look at the lower boundary of the numbers, and if you are trying to do it on the sides with other job, you take the higher end of the range. For example, to build a foundation, if you are actively working, you can do it in 1 month. If you are doing on the sides, it will take you 3 months. How we have structured it is in parallel, so that you don't get bored reading one thing continuous 1 month. First 3 months you can learn the fundamentals of Excel along with some fundamental SQL, along with understanding the business processes, to business analyst, to the roles and responsibilities. If you want to understand what roles and responsibilities of business analyst are at a high level, you can watch in the AI career video. In the month 3 to 6, you should focus on learning the advanced skills in all these 4 areas. Learn advanced skills in Excel, advanced skills in SQL. Get comfortable with visualization tools like Power BI or Tableau. Learn the advanced concepts in hypothesis testing or statistical modeling, and also develop your storytelling abilities. In month 6 to 9, you should focus on building your portfolio. So now you can download some sample data sets from Kaggle or university website and then try to build either good dashboards published on a website or build GitHub repository. In month 9 to 12, you should start networking. You can start networking a little bit earlier also. You can start networking from month 6 itself. Once you have built a good connection with these people, you have followed their post for say several months, and now you have your portfolio ready, you can share your GitHub repository and website link with these people, and you can say, I'm interested in career as a data analyst or business analyst. Have a look at my portfolio, and if there is an open position, I would love to apply. If you execute this roadmap step by step, I promise you will land your dream job by end of 2025. So friends, if you have watched so far and you like this video, then please like and subscribe to the channel. Comment if there is any other skill that comes to your mind that is needed for a data analyst or business analyst. Also comment us what would be the other topic that you would like us to make videos. Join our free SQL and statistical learning series. They are very conceptual, in detail, at depth, will give you a lot of clarity in these areas. Also, hit that bell notification icon so that you get notified whenever these videos are published. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy learning.